Hello everyone, Chris here. In today's video, I'm going to rank every single Overwatch 2 character based on how many hours you have to put in order to master them. And the first set of characters for today's list are going to be the ones that either require you to have nice aim, which is a skill that can be transitioned from other FPS titles, or you just need to understand their abilities. Simple as that. With aim, I personally played Apex before I started playing Overwatch, and you have Passion in Apex, you have Reaper in Apex, you have Soldier and Cass in Apex. They are just called different weapons. You have pistols, you have shotguns, you have SMGs, and then and then you go for stuff like Reinhardt, and you quickly realize that swinging your mace is not particularly a difficult thing to do, and then holding a shield. Of course, I understand that you need to know when, how, and where to use your abilities, but in reality, 3 hours is more than enough to really understand the whole concept of the characters. And it's not like you have the top of the iceberg kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, my character can blink, my character can recall, but then there is just infinite possibilities for it. You literally don't have that with this tier. It feels like these characters are falling behind in terms of their capacities at the higher elos, because you quickly realize that no matter how hard you try, there is going to be a limit of your ability to press your buttons. It's very interesting how 25 hours to master tier consists of so many projectile characters, and this is exactly why this tier is going to be a little bit harder than the previous one to master. The fact that you played CSGO, the fact that you played other games that really did not have any projectile kind of based left clicks or right clicks, I personally found it so difficult when I just started playing Overwatch, and in reality 25 hours for some of them isn't enough. Like, you have to understand that spamming Junkrat is going to be easy, and for sure you can spam Junkrat with like 2 hours of playtime, but in reality you will face so many counters and you have to be very creative. You have to learn how to hold rooms, you have to learn how to snipe out Pharah Mercies out of the sky, and learn how to go for insane flicks when it comes to your like boops, and then you want to flick onto the target and completely destroy them. You need to be creative with your tire, and so on and so forth. And pretty much every single character here is very counterintuitive for new players especially. Like, there's just so many nuances to each and every one of them that I'm like, wow. For example, like with Ashe, sure, you can learn how to blow your dynamite in 3 hours, but in order to do it correctly and or to do it like with 98% accuracy, just like every pro player would do, for 100 dynamites they throw, they miss like 2, and those 2 they absolutely don't even care about. 100-hour category is going to be one of my favorites. I absolutely love high skill ceiling characters because they give me the ability to always explore and try out something new, whether it's going to be a certain playstyle that I have to acquire when I'm playing against the counter of my character, or whether I can be so much better in terms of my raw aim, so much better with my ability usage, so much better with my positioning and understanding of the flow of the game and tempo. This is wow. This is actually wild and incredible. Let's take a look at Lucio, for example. I feel like there are so many things that you can do at Lucio based on the team comp you are running. You want to play with Doom and Tracer, and you want to flank with her, you want to stay close together. It's very difficult, as this is another projectile type character that requires you to not only have nice raw aim and ability to predict the movement of your opponent that's actively trying to juke you, but as well you need to adapt your playstyle according to your team comp, according to the enemy team comp, and like just a singular 1v1 duel that you are taking against certain character at that time. It is incredible. Like, yeah, Widowmaker, sure, you just go in and left click, but in order to be useful in the character, it takes so much time. It is actually insane. Sombra, same thing. You have the teleporter and then you can hack, but in reality, for you to be efficient and in order to cycle your abilities for the correct manner, Jesus Christ, 100 hours plus easily. As well as with the Sojourn, character feels super easy to use at first, but in reality, good luck hitting those right clicks on a target that's actively trying to avoid your shots. And now for the last and final category, years to master these characters. Jesus Christ, I personally found myself in a situation where I'm absolutely in love with Tracer and I have the most playtime on this character, yet I'm still garbage. I feel like I have more than 100 hours both in my own play, VOD reviews, and then watching guides, watching other people play, reviewing my own gameplay. It is insane. Like, this is just the top of the iceberg, and then you look at best Tracer players in the world and you quickly understand that you cannot do anything close as they are doing. Like, the fact that they are so clean in terms of their raw aim, their positioning is great, their pulse bombs are hitting like crazy. I'm like, what the hell is even that? And then you take a character like Genji, first few 100 hours, you will have 30-40% win rate, and you will find yourself in situations where you would win the game on Torbjorn for sure, but there is just nothing you can do on Genji in that regard because you are not mechanically good enough in order to utilize the character. Same with Wrecking Ball, for sure, you can roll around the map and be completely inefficient, completely useless while 4 of your teammates are dying from cringe and reporting you from being AFK. But in order to like learn the double boop, triple boop, when to boop enemies off the map, how to use cover, when to engage, how to like, it's just so much. There's just so much you need to learn on these characters in order to really like be useful. It is absolutely insane. Or you take Baptiste and now you need to switch damage for healing, and then you need to use your lamp, and sometimes you are very bad at using lamp and it gets stuck somewhere, or you're overthrowing it or you're underthrowing it. The same with your heals, they do this at critical health and you just can't hit your shot and you're like, please. And then your window is a like insane ability, it turns you just like the main anime character for like how many seconds, 10 seconds. Jesus Christ, dude, these characters are super fun to use, but super frustrating at the time. So that's going to be it for today's tier list. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this one? I will probably get so much hate, because people are going to be like, oh, but Chris, but Widowmaker is going to be 25 hours, and this guy is gonna be, well, sure, of course. And I'm ready for that. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.